post-pandemic freefall, hotel bookings in the Northwest Metro are finally starting to rebound. But according to local tourism officials, it may be another year before we see numbers back to where they were.
I don't believe the corporate travel, corporate events, corporate meetings are going away. They're just a little slower to come back.
Earlier this week, the Golden Valley City Council heard from President and CEO of Discover St. Louis Park, a marketing organization that represents St. Louis Park and Golden Valley. The organization is funded through a 3% lodging tax in the two cities. Last year, the tax raised more than $1 million, which is significantly more than the $357,000 collected in 2020. Still, it will take longer before corporate travel fully returns.
I believe we're going to get back. Minneapolis is too big and honestly too great to not. So I think that it may take us to 2024, and if I'm honest, that's what the experts were saying all along.
Officials say tourism brought $149 million in visitor spending to Golden Valley and St. Louis Park last year. We're updating a story now that we first brought you last week. Osseo City residents had raised concerns their water bills had skyrocketed. Last week, consultants from the accounting firm Ehlers addressed the Osseo City Council about water and sewer rates. During that meeting, they suggested that Osseo is overpaying Maple Grove for its water. Ehlers has since backtracked from that claim. According to the Maple Grove City Administrator, the city charges Osseo nearly $2 per 1,000 gallons of water. In turn, Osseo charges its residents $5 for every 1,000 gallons used. Maple Grove sold Osseo 100 million gallons of water last year. In a statement, Osseo City Administrator Riley Grams sheds more light on the complex issue. He says the city is undertaking a comprehensive utility rate study to develop a new rate structure that the city believes will be fair and equitable for all property owners. Golden Valley is wrapping up the community engagement period for the city's fire station location project. The last of 3 open houses will be held this week. Golden Valley is considering consolidating stations 2 and 3 and building a new fire station along the Highway 100 corridor. The city will begin a process to select a site in the fall. People can also take a survey on the city's website. Over the years, CCX News has encountered some pretty remarkable standout students. Today, we get to showcase a Plymouth teen who has earned national recognition for her talent in fashion and design. Catrielle Barnett is racking up an impressive collection of prestigious honors in the arts. The Perpich Arts High School student recently experienced a trip of a lifetime, working with some of the best and brightest designers in the world. And as Corey Bork reports, don't be surprised to see a lot more of her work soon.
In room 235 at Perpich Arts High School, Catrielle Barnett is working on her latest project.
I'm creating an entire outfit and a wall piece that connects to it.
Behind her decorative thread work, there's purpose.
From the very beginning that she came into my class in August, you could tell by the answers that she would have for homework assignments that she's thinking at a very high level.
Craig Farmer began teaching her last semester.
We have students who make their own clothing, but we don't have a student who does that but then does it conceptually. That, I think, that's what makes her stand apart.
This piece is titled Heart of Gold.
Catrielle's work is sprinkled throughout the school.
These are actually 8 curtains that I spray painted and had them cascade along,
showcasing a range of art disciplines.
So this piece is titled Growing Together, and I created it kind of inspired by rebuilding after COVID and the George Floyd riots.
And depth of thought.
The figure is planting these blooms on the state and kind of helping it like blossom.
But it's work done outside the classroom that put her in prestigious company.
So this piece is called All Stirred Up, and the inspiration behind it was using stir sticks. So it's kind of, I was thinking about all the social issues of this past year and everything that just kind of gets us stirred up as a nation. This piece is titled First Flame, and it is created using rulers. So for this one specifically, I was thinking about how do we break rules, hence the ruler bits that are used on the shoulder.
You can call Catrielle a clothing storyteller.
So this one I created as kind of a duality piece. It's called Breaking the Records. It was inspired by the idea of moving forward and kind of overcoming obstacles. So my brother is on the spectrum and I have dyslexia. So growing up, it was kind of challenging for both of us with school. So this is actually vinyl record here. I cut out in layered pieces. So it's kind of the idea of being able to achieve something that you never thought you'd actually be able to do.
And achieve she has. Named a Young Arts National Finalist in Design Arts, an honor that allowed her to work with professional artists like Machine Dazzle. So what could be in Catrielle's future?
I'm wanting to go into teaching.
Her teachers know it'll be something special.
She is a person that enjoys being a part of our community.
In Golden Valley, Corey Bork, CCX News.
Catrielle was also one of 6 students nominated for the U.S. Presidential Scholars in the Arts program, one of the nation's highest honors for high school students. This Saturday, a special opportunity to experience a Minnesota pastime. The 12th annual Holes for Heroes ice fishing tournament is scheduled to take place on Medicine Lake in Plymouth. The event raises money to provide free fishing opportunities to military families. Participants can purchase tickets the day of, starting at 11 a.m. There will also be a kids zone and fishing clinic starting at that time. Free shuttle service will be provided from East Medicine Lake Park. There are great prizes, and pro angler Tackle Terry Tuma will be on hand as well.
Find more local news stories at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.